Welcome to FOH. This week we're doing the Hoyo de Monterrey, the Hoyo de San Juan, and we'll probably split it over two reviews. We're going to compare it to the Hoyo de Monterrey Rio Seco. There's not much difference between these two, Ken, and just pointed out there, you've got the San Juan is 54 gauge by 150 mil, and I think the Rio Seco is a 56 gauge by 140 mil. Bugger all difference between the two.
One of the officials in Havana has gone along and said, you blokes have stuffed this up. Now we're going to have two cigars. And so they've split them up. They were supposed to just be the one.
There's not much difference between the two. Really? I know, really. Bugger all.
One's a tiny bit longer, one's a tiny bit fatter. Like you and me.
Obviously, they need to flesh out the Hoyo range, and there's nothing to do with Diplomatico or some of those other brands. I mean, it's not like La Gloria Cubana needs any more cigars, is it? Wait.
Some poor marketing sod's going, well, what am I going to sell? You have these half.
Some marketing twat's gone and decided to split the atom here. Anyway, I think they've got very different blends, though. But one of the questions I keep getting asked is, what's the difference in blend? What's the difference in flavour profile between the Rio Seco and the San Juan?
I want you to help me to answer that question definitively.
We're going to start with the San Juan, Ken.
That's the shorter, fatter. Or,
no,
right?
We've just been through this.
Yep, it's the longer, thinner. Yep, yeah, longer, thinner.
And what a world we've come to when we describe a San Juan 54 gauge as the thinner one.
Yeah. I've got the slide rule. We're all good.
I can't draw things through here. Hang on. No, I haven't got through it.
You can't what?
No, that's good. I just didn't go through the cup properly. Perfect draw. No issues. How's your draw?
Quite easy. Yep, not a problem.
It'll do. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with you at the end of the first third. We'll just do the opening section because one of the most descriptive, I suppose, utterances from Ken in quite a while has been, wacko, I like it, after two draws.
And then I was criticised. I was criticised.
I wasn't criticising you. I'm just saying I agree with you. San Juan people has always been regarded as probably one of the most, well, Hoyo is always cream laden. But the Hoyo Epicure Especial and the San Juan are certainly the kings or queens of cream. But yeah,
I was auditioning for another tasting panel, who I believe used the two puff.
Who I like a lot. So,
absolutely. Why do you think I'm auditioning?
I've always said, if you ever start writing for Cigar Aficionado, you'll ditch me quicker than anyone could believe.
In a heartbeat. Guys, just Google. I'm here. I'm waiting.
We'll be back with you at the end of the first third.
Well, he might. I might get a call.
Kenny, first third. What are you drinking today, by the way?
I've got some Four Pillars Bloody Shiraz. Where are we?
Always good. Always a good one.
Always excellent. I haven't had that for a while. I have got a bag. Not that I like red wine with, but just to annoy Fuzz, I brought the Hill of Grace.
Hill of Grace.
Not with cigars, I don't think. But one has to have a bag.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Hill of Grace probably one of Australia's top three wines.
Oh, it's certainly one of its top three wines. Yeah, I mean, people talk about it's the great single vineyard Shiraz. And if you're paying $900, you'd want it to be. Not that I am paying $900.
I've never ever had a Hill of Grace at your place before.
Well, they normally don't send them out. The only in the virus is why they sent it out, because otherwise I wouldn't have got to see it. And I was doing a piece on Henschke for a UK mag, and so forth. So they sent this out, but they normally don't send out samples of Hill of Grace. And I was talking to Stephen.
You're such a smug bastard.
I do smoke well.
Your thoughts on the San Juan first note?
Lovely creamy notes. I'm getting a bit of that sort of bitter almond heat as well coming in now, which is not as pleasant as that first sort of inch or so, which was just lovely creamy coffee, milk chocolate sort of characters. Now there's this little bit, I'm hoping it's just a hiccup, road speed bump, and we move on. We have to see.
There's a touch of youth there, there's a ton of cream. There's a touch of youth. And I suppose, and you probably have a much better idea than I do when it comes to this, but I find it's very hard for creamy or cream dominant cigars to hide youth because there's nothing else to hide it with. It really does show up as a comparison. So, it's like a young Hoyo de used to get that a lot with those. It would disappear over time and you left that beautiful vanilla cream cigars, which are just glorious. But I find that any little bit of youth, any elbows really shows up in cream-laden cigars that are young. Beautiful cigar. So I'm really enjoying it, actually. It's one of the better ones that I've had. And I understand these are hellishly popular in the forum. We were talking about it yesterday on Zoom, on the Zoom herf with Harvey, etc. And he was smoking one and just loves them. And I can see why. It's an easy smoke, but it's also got a lushness to it. It's got a lovely mouthfeel to it.
I would think 12 months, 2 years, this will be a serious step up from what it is now with that sort of, that heat, that youth, that bump in it.
Go on. Back with you at the end of the second third. Kenny, second third here. What are you thinking?
Well, the bumps have pretty much gone. It's just been a very mild. You've got that sort of creaminess. There's a bit of that sort of tobacco leaf note, but it's a very, very pleasant cigar. Still young, but I'm enjoying it. I reckon
where's
2 years.
Where's your body? Where's the body at? Is it just under medium or medium?
It's well under medium for me.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Mine's just under medium. I'm still getting. I'm getting a little bit of spice in there, but not much. It's still very. It's cream based. It's just cream based, isn't it?
Yep, like a really creamy coffee. Fractionally, maybe a bit of milk chocolate sort of stuff, but.
And you've got a gut feel that if you had this with a cup of coffee, it'd just go off. It'd be perfect. I don't think it's the sort of cigar you want to drink with alcohol at all.
Oh, I mean, this is going. This is fine. I'm not.
Yeah, that's okay. The Henschke's good.
No, I'm not touching the Henschke.
You're waiting for me to turn up. You got under Cordovan, yeah?
Coravin. I don't know.
Sorry, got a Coravin? No, you haven't got a Coravin.
I'm sorry, and I have to say, the chances of it lasting until isolation's over.
Excellent.
I have done all the articles. Deeks just keeps. I can come around now, anytime. I'm available.
No one has liked this whole isolation more than you have, Ken. You've just got better quality wines. You've got better quality drinks arriving at your door on a day-to-day to be tasted, and no one can share them with you. It's perfect.
Well, nothing's arrived yet. Oh, that's not true. I did get some deliveries earlier, but yesterday was good. I got the new range of 2012 Paul Roger champagnes, and also because I'm doing something on 16 Barolos, some of the Piedmont from 16. That could be worse.
I'll bring up something in the last third, but between now and then, give this some thought. Take the forum on a day take some of our members on a Zoom Barolo tasting. Let them open some of their bottles. Schedule it up and do a Zoom meet. I'll set it up.
Look, it's not a bad idea to do something like that, but you've got to have people at the other end who've got wine. I mean, what's more boring than sitting watching someone else drink?
No. We'll do a call out. You nominate the wines, and we'll do a call out. See who's got them and do a tasting.
Not a bad idea.
Done.
Yeah. Okay.
We're back with you guys at the end of the
I've got a
last
request. If you've got a request, I've got a request.
Go.
Get up and show us your corset. He's wearing a corset.
It's
Come on, show us
from a
show us the
lower
corset.
back injury. It's from a lower back injury. It's not a corset. It is. D assures me it's not a corset.
Well, you've been over to pick up the newspaper.
Brace, a lower back brace. I've strained a muscle in my glutes. Yeah. Glutes.
So it's a bum corset.
We'll be back at the end of the last third. Kenny, last third. San Juan, 2019.
Yeah, I'm right down to the very end. It got a bit hotter again and towards the end, youth, etc. But yeah, look, it's been a very pleasant cigar. I think we're smoking them 6, 12, 2 years too early.
I think we've seen enough to call it.
Yeah.
I love that creaminess. I think I know exactly where this cigar is going to go. I've smoked some aged examples of these. When I say aged, 3 years on them, but they just get better from here. But this is still a solid 89, 90 for me. It'd be a 90 for me.
Oh, I was thinking 89, 90, probably closer to 89, but
yeah, that's why I threw it in there. But with enough upside to show me it's going to be a 93, 94 point cigar, this one here specifically with a couple of years down, no problems at all. Super pleasant. Again, when just that 54 gauge, Ken, when you put it in the mouth to begin with, it just doesn't feel comfortable, but you get used to it over time. But no, they've done a good job with this. I'm looking forward to comparing this to the Rio Seco, which we're going to do on Monday. So just keep this in your mind until then. But really great afternoon, pleasant cigar, good cigar, solid cigar, but the creaminess in these cigars just builds and builds and builds as the years go by. Nice work by Hoyo.
Indeed, yeah.
Are you okay with your Shiraz? Your bloody Shiraz was good?
It's been lovely.
We'll miss these days, Ken. These days of self-isolation debauchery. That's fantastic.
I'll have you back on the balcony and have to sweep up and clean up all the mess you drop and vacuum the carpet and.
All right. Yes, I look forward to that too. All that drama. I'll see you on Monday. We'll get it done. And gentlemen, hasta luego. Have a great weekend. Cheers.